Hey guys, Cyber Dragon here. This is the 400 special. So someone been commenting about this for a very long time. They even asked if I can make this series longer than most. The only downside of that is I can't see it going very long. Is because I don't see most events in canon changing. I say most. There will definitely be few. But, yeah. I can at least see this going through the 5th season. Because this will basically just be Deku and Toga meeting earlier than in canon. Not like something different. But we'll see how this goes. It will mostly be the perspectives of Toga and Deku, I'm going to assume. And yeah. So, with that, let's get on the way with the 400 sub special. So, we cut to Izuku Midoriya. Most of his life has went the same as in canon. He was diagnosed quirkless, he was devastated, he needed that comfort from his own mother, which that never happened. Exactly. So, yeah, it is a few, I'm gonna say weeks, so whenever that incident with Bakugo happened bullying that kid. Instead of the boy who was getting bullied, it was a blonde-haired girl. Roughly around their age. Because Toga and Deku actually is the same age that I've seen. Because during summer training camp, Deku was 16. So was Toga. Which I don't know why no one else noticed that. Unless people did and just didn't care. Whatever though. But yeah. So obviously it's Toga who is being bullied. The boys who are bullying him is Bakugo and his two goons, saying that you have a villain's quirk, that get out of here villain, no one likes you. It's the random shit bullies always says to, like, pick on kids like that. Which Toga is on her knees right now and just, like, holding her arm in pain. Because I'm going to say Bakugo exploded it a bit, causing it to burn a bit. But then, Deku seeing this, he steps in front of Toga, saying, "Why are you doing this, Kachan? So this is mean." Shut it, Deku. So, unless you want to be next in our dealings with this villain here, I can't let you hurt her. So, she has done nothing wrong. So, if you don't stop, I have to fight you back. And the bullies just laughed. And just gone to Deku and attack him, like in canon. Completely almost forgetting about Toga for a moment. Which Toga is seeing this. Wondering, why is he protecting me? So, why is he doing anything for a complete stranger? And also Toga does go to the same school, but they never properly introduced themselves. So yeah. And I think that event happened like a few months after Deku was diagnosed quirkless, or maybe a year after, I'm not sure. I'm gonna say it's like a year after he was diagnosed quirkless, and just deal with that. So they're both 5 years old currently. And after the beating, the teacher comes out saying like, "Oh my God, who did this to you, Izuku?" And Izuku is kind of in a daze at the moment, we gotta get you to the nurse's office. So, I can take him, miss. So, and I can also tell you who did this to you. Did this to him. So, who? So, it was a blonde-haired kid with, spiky hair. With 2 other kids. That must be Bakugo. Well, thank you, Miss Toga. Thank you, Toga. I don't know if they would say Miss Toga or something like that, but I'm not going to assume. Or Himiki. Whatever one you guys want to choose. So, yeah. Toga takes Deku to the nurse's office, which Deku is wondering, why is she helping me? So, I didn't really do much to protect her. So, it must be for her own injury instead. She was kind of asked to be being drag me along. Because he didn't really hear the conversation. He was just in a daze. So, yeah. Finally, they reached the nurse's office. She was waiting out front, sitting in 2 chairs. And, yeah. So, Deku says, thanks. Why are you thanking me? I should be thanking you. So, for what? Barely protecting you? So, no, you got them off of me and they left. So if anything, you're more of a hero than they are right now. So, or they could ever be. Deku perks up hearing that. No one has ever called him a hero. Thanks. So, by the way, why would Kachan bullying you? Hey, is that the kid's name? So, no, he's my friend. Do you normally name your friends, or are bullies, or are you just kind of stupid? What? Yeah, why are you nicknaming him? Well, because he's my he's my best friend. Best friends doesn't really do this to you. You might want to rethink of who your actual friends are. Hey, maybe, but he was the only friend I have left. What am I supposed to do? But Toga feels a little bad. Well, I could be your friend. Really? Yeah, I don't see why not. You're a kind kid. Well, we're both kids, but you're a kind guy. And Deku perks up hearing this. So, back to my question earlier. Why were they bullying you? Oh, it's because of my quirk. Really? So, what is your quirk? Well, when I drink someone's blood, I can transform into them. Depending on how much I drink, I can shapeshift into them for that long of a period. Which, he was waiting until Deku to say villain or something of the usual like that, or freak or something. But none of that happened. Deku said, that's so cool. You can be a great stealth hero with that quirk. So, or you can also infiltrate organizations and get information about them. And such. So naming a bunch of different stuff you can do with this quirk. Which, Toga is surprised, wait, you're not freaked out about it? You don't think it's weird, gross, or anything like that? It's like, well, it is a bit unusual, and yes, it's a little disgusting having to drink blood. But it's not a villainous quirk. It's only a quirk doesn't define you. So you define the quirk. But Toga is happy. For the first time, she found someone who isn't judging her based on her quirk. Like, okay, but wait, why didn't you use your quirk during the beating you were getting earlier? Think, oh, that's because I'm quirkless. Think, really, dude? You're quirkless? Like, yeah. So then why do you want to be a hero? So I want to help everyone with a smile, like All Might. Think, okay, then why don't you just train? So, huh? Like, yeah, All Might has a powerful quirk, but he also has huge strengths too. So why don't you train to get stronger? Deku thinks for a moment, I never really thought about that. So, oh shoot, we forgot to introduce ourselves. So, I'm Izuku Midoriya. So, Himiki Toga. It's good to be friends with you, Himiki Toga. Giving her a big smile, and she slightly blushes about this. That's right, this what if is Toga and Deku ship. I know I'm doing that for Carnage, but Carnage is currently paused at the moment, so is Taskmaster and Sub-Zero, but I'll get to those whenever I can. And finally, the nurse comes out like, Izuku and Toga? So, I'm ready to see you now. Oh, okay. So, come on, Toga. So, sure, Midoriya. So, you can just call me Izuku. Okay, Izuku. And yeah, so they get treated. The school does call Inko. Inko does arrive there. It's like, Izuku, are you alright? It's like, yeah, Mom, I'm alright. So, Inko notices Toga, like, oh, who is this, dear? It's like, oh, she's my new friend. So, can she come over and play? It's like, sure, dear, if that's alright with your parents, of course. Like, yeah, they're alright with it. So, not like they pay attention to me much. But what do you mean, dear? Like, they don't really pay attention as much to me with my quirk, saying that I should hide it and stuff like that. It's like, oh, that's awful, dear. So, what is your quirk anyways? And she tells Inko, saying, oh, that's a silly reason for you to try to hide. So, I know my dear Izuku would love to have any quirk. And so, besides, you seem like a nice girl, too. Himiki, Himiki is actually happy to hear this. So, not only she found Izuku who accepts her, but also Inko. Oh, I guess, already got. Okay, I can at least get to a Sludge-Villain incident, and maybe the entrance exam. So this series is not going to be super long, so. But, yeah. So, Inko, Izuku, and Toga heads back to his place. They play a bit. Toga sees Deku's room, like, wow, you're really of a fanboy of All Might, aren't you? Deku rubs the back of his head like, yeah, I really am. And yeah. After a while, Toga has to go home. But before she does, she gives Deku a hug like, let's play again, alright? And having a slight blush on her. So Inko notices that since they've been hanging out as of late, thinking, look like someone has a crush on my son. At this young of an age, I knew he could be a lady killer someday, but not this young of an age. And Deku like, alright. So, yeah. Toga goes home, and Inko chuckles to herself. What's so funny, Mom? It's like, oh, nothing. Something you're too young to understand. And yeah. So, we will do a time skip to, like, not really sure when. I'm gonna say like a couple months, like a month or two before canon time. Like when the anime starts. Over those years of Toga and Deku hanging out, Deku's gained a little bit more confidence. Although not a high amount. And Deku kind of stopped calling Bakugo Kachan. He sometimes does that out of habit, but since ever Toga entered his life, he doesn't see Bakugo as a friend anymore. Or at least a childhood one. He hoped Bakugo would stop being so arrogant someday so he and him can be friends again. But yeah, so far that hasn't happened. And Deku also has gained a little bit of confidence because of Toga being his only friend still, and even in middle school. He might have had a couple friends here or there, but Toga is the main one he always hangs out with. Not only that, but Deku has been training too. He's about similar to Canon, maybe a little bit more defined. If we would give him one for all right now, I would say he could control 6 to 7%. Nothing too significant, I would say. Somewhere closer to his canon counterpart, but still, since we trained at the age of 5, yeah. And Deku and Toga trained quite a bit together. So, they are both quite athletic, or acrobatic too. Which Toga is quite acrobatic, so... And they even worked on some methods of how to collect the blood without killing the villain. Which some people still make fun of Toga for having a villainous quirk, but Deku would always defend her and saying how useful her quirk can actually be in certain missions and stuff, like stealth infiltration, all that sorts of stuff, which they can see, but some would still pick on her, while others would just kind of think differently about her quirk now. Which Toga loves about that. She has gained more of a crush on Deku over the years they hanged out. And Deku has finally gained a crush on her too. But thinking that he is still not worthy of her love. Oh yeah. And so also Deku has trained in different type of combat training. I'm not gonna say anything super crazy training, but he has like done jiu-jitsu and a bit of boxing. So it's knowing how to counterattack and dodging from that, with also fluent strikes, but with jiu-jitsu as well. So he's pretty good with his hands. He's nowhere near master's level, but he's not a novice. He's close to like expert. So yeah. that's where I would place him, I would say. So yeah. And because of this, he actually has fought back against some of the bullies, even taking a couple of them out. Which some people do see, but because of Bakugo still bullying him, not a lot of them would still, praise him for taking down so many people, like 2 to 3 different people. Some would, but not a whole lot, because he's so quirkless. So yeah. Now, we cut to Bakugo going to Toga to bully her. And saying, "Hey, villain." Toga, "What do you want, Bakugo?" Saying, "Look, so I heard that you and the damn nerd you've been training together. So, like, yeah, what of it?" So, and nothing. So, but why are you trying to train in general? Are you two trying to become future villains or something? Saying, "No, Bakugo, we're actually trying to be heroes. Unlike your villainous ass." So, what did you say, you damn villain? Or extra? Like, you heard me. You act more like a villain than anyone in this school I've ever seen. Matter of fact, you have a more villainous quirk than I do. This is out in public and in the hallways. Seeing people like, yeah, he kinda does. And some like people are saying that, and Bakugo getting madder. Deku is around, starts seeing this from a bit of a distance, like, oh no. Like, and Toga continues, saying, yeah, so the only person I see with the more heroic nature than All Might at this school is Izuku. Like, what does Deku have to do with anything? So, he's more kinder than you and more braver than you. Not to mention, he's more selfless, and beyond any of that, even though he's quirkless, he has beaten some quirk individuals. True, he hasn't beaten you, but that could change any day. Now, and that's the final straw. Bakugo sends a large explosion at Toga. Toga's seeing this, but it's already too late. She can't dodge in time. But unbeknownst to her, Deku ran towards her, pushed her out the way, and took the full bluntal force of the explosion, hurting him pretty badly. Not like life-threatening, but still not good. Like, he's not like can get up exactly. But after the smoke clears, they see Toga on the ground, but no, not even with a scratch on her, and Deku standing where Toga was. And some people's eyes widen, saying that Deku took the full bluntal force of Bakugo's explosion, still standing, but still pretty injured, bleeding a bit, quite a bit. And like, Kacha, why do you do this still? Which, after saying that, he on the ground fainted. Toga saying that, like, Izuku, like, shaking him, like, come on, Izuku, wake up. Like, kids are getting the nurses or teachers. Teachers finally arrive, saying what happened. And Bakugo is stunned. Like, he risked his life to save someone, showing everyone in the school that was in that area how brave Izuku truly is. Some people see Deku in a new light now. So, and Bakugo is in trouble, being suspended about a month now. And yeah, so finally getting what he deserves. But after that, says everyone gets out a bit of early because there wasn't school. There was a student who was critically, or not critically, but critically injured, I will say. So, because he has a huge some burn on him, some blood is dripping, and yeah, I'm not really too descriptive about it, but let's go with this. Okay, so yeah, Toga is right next to Deku this entire time. They finally reach the doctors. They treat him, and they said, "Alright, all we have to do now is just wait. He should be fine in a couple of hours, at least a day or two." And yeah, Inko is crying slightly. After Mitsuki heard what happened to Izuku, and heard that was from Bakugo, Mitsuki punished Bakugo by grounding him for the entire month without any type of entertainment. And he had to do all sorts of different chores and community services for the month. So, the police was even involved, putting this in his permanent record too. So now Bakugo has a strike on his record, which he is pissed about. Toga is on his bedside, crying slightly, like, "Izuku, why do you always have to be the hero in everyone's day? Like," and yeah. It's now been, I'm gonna say it, the next day. Deku finally wakes up. Like, what happened? Seeing that he's bandaged up. And he looks on his right side, seeing Inko pass asleep on the corner. But on his left, he feels something holding onto his arm. He looks to the left and blushes, like, pretty bright red, seeing Toga sleeping on his bedside, her arms on Deku and her head too. Deku thinks, thank God she's safe. So, I don't know what would have happened if she'd gotten hurt. Should I tell her now, or? But she looks so cute and peaceful sleeping. With Deku lifts up his right arm and brings it to Toga's head, just caressing her hair. And Toga wakes up, like, what happened? Deku back up his hand, I was like, and Toga's seeing what she's doing, like, I'm sorry, Izuku. So, no, it's alright, Toga. So, like, are you okay, Izuku? Like, yeah, I'm alright, Toga. Why wouldn't I be? She tears up a bit, like, I thought Bakugo hurt you badly. So, like, Toga. I was egging him on so much. I thought he would just get mad and, like, scuffle off. I didn't think he would throw an explosion like that. And you running in like an idiot you are. Saving people like you always do. Why do you always have to be the hero in everyone's life, Izuku? She is fully crying now. Tears are streaming down her eyes. Like, Toga, like, I can't see you get hurt like that. You're too important to me in my life right now. So, Deku was trying to embrace her. Toga doesn't fight back and just embraces him back. Like, I'm okay, Toga. Don't you see? I'm still alive. Like, yes, but Izuku, you're hurt. So you were exploded pretty badly. So I would have been alright if it was me who got hurt instead of you. Like I said, I wouldn't let that happen. You know that, Toga. Yeah, I know, but still, better than seeing you hurt like that. Look, I love you too much to see you get to die like this. Deku's eyes wide like, Toga, did you say, like, what? Toga realizing what she just said, like, like, I might as well continue. I loved you for the longest time, Izuku. So Izuku Midoriya, since we met, I had a crush on you. You saved me from Bakugo back then. Told me you were the first person who didn't mark my quirk and saying he was a villainous one. You even treated me like a normal person, even though my parents doesn't. They see me as a villain, a disgrace to their family. And you're the first person who sees me who I truly am. And so I don't want to see you die or get hurt like that. If you do, I don't know what I would do. And I know you don't feel the same way about me, but I do. So I'm sorry if this is... Before she could finish, she gets kissed on the lips by Deku. She's shocked, but kisses back. Deku breaks the kiss and cups her face with his hands, like, Himiki Toga. Sometimes you're the dense one in this relationship. So, I've had a crush on you for the longest time too, you know. Toga's eyes widen. Tears still falling down her face slightly. And Deku wipes away the tears, like, don't cry, okay? You're too cute to cry. So, you were the light of my existence. When I was down, you brought me back up. I was saddened that I didn't have a quirk. My own best friend betrayed me. But I got a new best friend that day when I saved you from Bakugo. And today, hopefully I got a girlfriend from saving you from him again. Toga is happy to hear this. Like, well, of course I'll be your girlfriend. After all, you've been through so much already. And they kiss again. More passionately this time and longer. Till finally, they hear this. Ahem. They break the kiss and turning to the direction where that was at. Seeing Inko smirking ear to ear, like, so, you two finally confessed, huh? They both blush a deep ass red. Like, Mom, how long have you, like, oh, since the beginning. I gotta say, Zuko, I didn't know you could be this charming with the ladies. And Toga cut was her face like, this is so embarrassing. And deku like, and Inko's just laughing to herself. And yeah. How far has this been going? I think that's a good place to stop, to be honest. I want to thank you guys for 400 subscribers. I hope you like this part. This will be the new series whenever Hulk and Anti-Venom ends. You know how it works, like every time when I start a new series, I have to finish one of the 3 that's going on currently for now. But yeah, just hopefully you like this part. Thank you guys for 400 again. Let's get to 500 before summer. Before July, let's say. If we can get to that before July, 500 subscribers, I will do, I'm not sure what exactly, a Q&A, let's say, of sort, and another new What If series that I will post. 3 different series ideas that I want you guys to choose from for the 500 subscriber special, and a Q&A, live stream Q&A with a friend of mine somewhere around the summertime. So yeah, let's try to get to 500. No, wait. Yeah, 500 subscribers before July. That's 2 months, guys. Plenty of time. And we're already at 410. So you only need 90 subscribers. Hope you guys enjoy. And Cyber Dragon out.